My students raised money for a class trip, but our principal secretly spent it all. How I caught him changed our entire school. When I started teaching English at Westridge High, I promised my students something special. If they improved their reading scores, we'd take a trip to the Shakespeare Festival in Ashland. These were honor students, parent they were, the difficult class other teachers avoided. Eyes from struggling neighborhoods who'd been told they weren't college material for 8 months. They worked harder than anyone expected. Reading scores jumped 2 grade levels. They held bake sales, car washes, even started a weekend lawn service. They raised $4,800, parent enough for transportation tickets and lodging. 2 weeks before a trip, Principal Harrington called me into his office. We need to postpone the trip, he said, not meeting my eyes. Budget issues, district regulations, maybe next semester. My students were devastated. You promised, Miguel said, the betrayal in his voice, breaking my heart. We did everything you asked. Something felt wrong. Our fundraising account should have been separate from school budgets. That night, I emailed our treasurer requesting the account statement. Her response was strange. Principal Harrington handles special project accounts directly. I started investigating. The parent-teacher organization had no record of our funds. The district finance office showed our account existed but was temporarily inaccessible. When I pressed further, I was told all questions must go through Harrington. Then came my breakthrough. Mrs. Gonzalez, the front office secretary for 22 years, pulled me aside after school. Check the renovation in Harrington's office, she whispered, and the administrative retreat to Sonoma last month. I filed a Freedom of Information Act request for all administrative expenses over $500 from the past 6 months. Meanwhile, I told my students we were creating a documentary about their Shakespeare journey, parent, including the fundraising and the postponement. Let's show everyone how hard you've worked, I said. We interviewed everyone, parents who donated, businesses who sponsored us, even district officials about fund allocation policies. With each interview, we gathered more evidence. The new leather furniture in Harrington's office, the weekend leadership retreat at a vineyard resort, the administrative technology upgrade parn, including a personal laptop that was never logged into school inventory. Instead of confronting Harrington directly, we invited the superintendent and school board to the premiere of our documentary. Much ado about missing money. They thought it was just a cute student project. The screening began with my students proudly sharing their academic growth, their fundraising efforts, and then parent with meticulous detail per the paper trail of where their $4,800 actually went. The superintendent's face darkened as the evidence mounted on screen. Harrington tried to leave halfway through. Board member Mrs. Chen blocked the door. I think you should stay for the credits, she said coldly. Within a week, Harrington was placed on administrative leave pending investigation. The district not only replaced our missing funds but added enough to upgrade our accommodations. The story made local news and donations poured in from community members outraged by what happened. Last month, we finally took our trip. UTech, my students' experience. Shakespeare's words come alive on stage. Purred. Words they had struggled to read just months before. Paired remains the proudest moment of my teaching career. The new principal, formerly our assistant librarian, has implemented complete transparency for all school accounts and my difficult students. They're now running a peer tutoring program called the Accountability Project. Sometimes the most important lesson isn't in the curriculum. It's showing students that their work matters, their voices matter, and that just as parent, though sometimes delayed, parent is worth fighting for.